Sunday, we're having a little walk through our neighborhood looking for a coffee shop.
You don't love me, I just make you rich. I am waiting for your mind to glitch and decide.
Two Frenchies in the same day, in the same walk? That's how Ozzy used to lay down too.
You don't love me, but I'll make you switch. You don't.
Coffee date. It says a cheese bun, so I had to try it. It looks furry. It's really soft and airy. They warmed it up, which is nice. Some sort of custard in there. It said cheese bread when I ordered it. It's like a sweet style bun. The inside is like a cream cheese, not cream cheese like Philadelphia styles, but it's like whipped cream with a hint of cheese flavor to it. I really like it. The top, however, it's kind of like a chicken jerky or shrimp jerky, and I don't like that, but the combination of salty and sweet is like enjoyable. It's just like, I just never liked that. I don't know what you call it. I mean, you know, jerky chicken floss or whatever, never been down, but oddly satisfying. Oh, she's at the age where she just won't stay still now. She needs to walk and explore everywhere. Don't open the door. Watch out. You already ordered, you don't need to order. Oh, hi, it's Mom. Hey, let people walk past you here. We might go on coffee dates together, but we gotta drink our coffees in shifts. Alone. She's such an independent little explorer now. Woo, that was close. Well, I had a good time. I don't know if you had a good time.
Hashtag parent life. Like, it feels like it's 4 p.m., but it's before 10 a.m.
All right, guys, we are preparing for a little dinner tonight, and today is gonna be the day. We're gonna use this little $2 pasta extruder thing and see what happens. Yeah. Hey guys, how Vietnamese are we? We have like rags drying there and our towels too. I hate air dried towels, they get crispy. In your comments below, what do you think of this $2 pasta extruder? Do you think it'll work? Let's find out. I'm gonna be in charge of the sauce. I'm making a meatball marinara sauce. Caitlin's doing the pasta. I'll probably also be in charge of, you know, hand cranking this. Let's go. Couple things to do for the mise en place before we get the sauce and the meatballs ready. We just have to dice up some onions. I had a weird oddly shaped onion here, so I just sliced it this way and then I diced it down. It worked. Also a carrot. We want to get those diced up for the meatballs and the sauce. I'm making some slices down and then I'm going to lay it flat and I'm going to slice it this way. In case you didn't see, I'm going to give you another angle so you can see better. See how we're going to do it right there. Maybe 1/4 inch slices, and then we're just going to dice them up. Perfect and easy. And for my meatball ones, I'm going to go through it a second time and get a finer dice. Parsley, not cilantro. I got the right one, parsley. Chopping parsley up, I always like to just bunch them up into a little ball, nice and tight, and then you just rock your knife through it. Perfect little chopped parsley. Go ahead and do the rockin' knife motion and get it finer. Meatballs. Get your ground beef into a bowl and then add in your finely minced carrots, half the garlic that you chopped, and half the onions. Those are Caitlin's hands, by the way. Throw in all your parsley as well. Fresh ground pepper, of course. And maybe about 2 tablespoons of salt, or 4 pinches. Get an egg in there, that's to help bind it. Then I had to sacrifice 4 chicken crimpy crackers. Crumble it up in there, that's gonna help soak up the moisture, get for a nicer, tighter meatball. Mix everything up with your hands. And then I remember I didn't add any dry spice, so I'm gonna use a taste of Tuscany that was sent to us. About a big tablespoon and a half. Make sure you crush it in your hands first to release the oils. Get it in there. Okay, now mix it up nice and good.
Behind the scenes. You sleepy? Time for nap? Behind the scenes. What are you making?
We're making some big Italian meatballs to go with our marinara sauce and the pasta that we're gonna do in the...
Boom. 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 Also guys, we moved the couch back into the living room because that tiny couch, which is half of that couch, that tiny couch, which was half of that couch, did not suffice. I'm glad she's making a good use of it though. Yeah. Are you cheddar stuffing them?
Did we decide on cheddar stuffing them?
Yeah, I saved cheddar for it.
Alright. Grab some meat in your hand, make a little ball. We're making big meatballs. Remember they're gonna shrink too when they cook up. Sometimes we do little balls and we have lots of them, and sometimes we just do like 2 big giant meatballs on the plate. We're cheddar stuffing these ones. Hindsight, the cheddar cheese block could have been way bigger, but we didn't have enough cheese, so we just worked with what we got. And there you go. You want to repeat as many times as needed. And here's a trick. This is the secret to good meatballs. You gotta let your balls rest for a bit in the fridge to chill up and firm up. Alright, she just figured out that instead of going through the barricade, she could go under the table. What are you doing? You bonk your head? Owies? You okay? Scoping it out again? Don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. Bonk your head. Onto the marinara sauce. In a pot with some olive oil, toss in the rest of your carrots, onions, and garlic. Get that sauteed up. Add a little fresh ground pepper. A little bit of the dry seasoning again, taste of Tuscany. We're going in with a jar of tomato sauce, half jar, we had it left over. And then a full jar of pasta sauce. And then I added a little bit of water just to get the rest of it out there. And that's it for the marinara sauce. Let that come to a simmer, set it aside. In another pan, get it really hot, add some olive oil, and we're gonna sear our meatballs. Add them all in. Let them go for about 2-3 minutes aside. And then flip them over when they're nice and golden like that. Look at that crust. That's what you're trying to build. Don't flip them before that. And seriously, we're gonna do that for all the sides. Till they're nice and golden brown and everything is just sealed off. Once that happens, get them all into your sauce. Make sure they're all covered. Let it come to a boil, simmer it, put the lid on. I had to close the curtain, just put some down. Caitlin was like, you didn't put any vino in the sauce? And I was like, I wouldn't have any, no big deal. She's like, big deal, not having it. She had to get a bottle for us. Ideally, you add it and you let it reduce a little bit. But hey. And be careful with your meatballs in there. Just gently get the vino incorporated. Back to simmering. let it go for like 2 hours.
Caitlin's homemade pasta. 1 cup of flour goes in, and then make a little well for it. And then this time she's trying a new technique. Usually the eggs just go straight in, but this time she's putting in a separate bowl first. And then the olive oil goes in, and then she's gonna beat it in that separate bowl before adding it to the flour. Once it's added in, just incorporate some of the flour slowly till it's well mixed and keep adding in the flour. Take your time with it, don't be intimidated. Once it's started, you can add the rest of the eggs in and start going in with the flour till you get a little Play-Doh thing happening. And as you can see, that's way too wet, so you just slowly add more flour in until you get the right consistency. If you go slow, it's so easy to make. You can't mess it up. And then once that dough seems pliable enough, you can start using your hands. And just incorporate the flour in and knead it. You're developing the gluten strands in the pasta right now, and that's what gives it its chewy texture. It was still too wet, so you add in a little bit more flour. In the end, I think we used about 2.5 cups of flour to 3 eggs. And you look at that dough, it's still kind of wet, right? And it's got to look dry like that. So just keep kneading it, keep adding a little bit of flour. It's going to keep taking flour, keep getting bigger. And then once it's like firm to the touch and dry to your hands, and it looks kind of like this, well, that's it, you're done. Wrap it in a little plastic wrap, set it aside for at least 30 minutes in a cool, dry place. And you'll be eating fresh pasta soon.
Time to ball. Haven't had a good full court run in like 3 weeks. Woo! So apparently we are last place team. We are mathematically eliminated for the playoffs. There's like 4 games left. We haven't won a game. Last week there was 4 players only. So I'm just here to run. I haven't played for 3 weeks, but I've been hiking twice and all those stairs with the camera backpack. I feel like my legs are really strong. So we'll see what happens today. I'm excited.
What are you doing? Are you sitting there eating a meatball? You my little meatball eater? Double fisting the meatballs.
Alright guys, back home, we seriously got destroyed. We only had 5 players. My legs are dead. But all that doesn't matter because it's time!
Pasta! Whoop whoop! Sunday night pasta, tradition in the Tranminh household.
Woo! Say woo! Say woo! Alright, you thingamajig. Are you ready? Dough, feeling good, feeling good.
I just unscrewed this thing and I floured the inside of it a lot. Broke off a little piece of the dough. Got that nice and floured up as well. Jammed that ball in there. Screwed the piece back on. And moment of truth. First couple twists, I was like, yes, it works, look at that. Looks exactly like pasta or Play-Doh. And then we figured it was sticking a lot, so you really have to flour it as it comes out. And it was a 2-person operation. And it took us a bit, but we found our groove towards the end of it. Lots of flour. Lots of shaking. Flowers everywhere. But in the end, beautiful pasta. Look at that. Make sure once you cut it, they're well floured, set aside. And the last batch that came out was the best. We had a good groove then. That's good looking pasta. All right, in a pot of heavily salted water, just get your fresh pasta noodles in. I put the lid on back for a second so it would come back to a rapid boil so nothing would stick. And then I just stirred it with my chopsticks. The best kitchen utensil ever. And that's it. After about 12 minutes, take your pasta out, get it on your plate. I ran it under some olive oil because we don't rinse it with water here. Drop on your marinara sauce. A little bit as a base first. And then drop on your meatballs. Balance, balance, there you go. And then drown those guys in some sauce. Finish it off with some high quality olive oil that you got sent to you.
Oh my goodness, look at the spread. We got some amazing pasta. We got beautiful olive oil and balsamic, the good stuff, some bread, vino. Wifey. Baby.
Hubby.
Nobody cares about me, but I'm here too. Handmade pasta in the $2 extruder.
Oh yeah. Best purchase of the year.
Woo! What do you say? Woo!
Woo!
Oh man, look at the nudes. Oh man. $2. Wow, that pasta is perfect. It took like 3 tries, 3 fills for us to figure out how to do it. It's definitely not a one-person job, but still, I like it better than rolling out and cutting.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's amazing.
Nailed the sauce too. Cheddar, cheese, stuffed meatball. Oh, no cheese in this one. Oh, there it is, there it is. Look at that. Gooey cheese, meatball. Try it out. Slow simmered for 2.5 hours. It's just so tender. You sear it outside first. I used to work at an Italian restaurant and they would deep fry the meatballs and then simmer it. So if you just, sear it every side like we did, beautiful. Whoa, Siri just went really weird on us. Anyway, what do you think of that meal?
It's amazing. I'm stoked. I love it. Haven't had like a proper meatball in a while and it's doing the trick.
Also, you should always chill the balls first and, let them get tight.
Chill the balls, people. Chill the balls.
Look at this little noodle.
You a little noodle? Approved.
Also, oh my goodness, like the spices, the dry herbs, and this fancy, like look how thick that balsamic is. It's like a syrup, it's so good. And those fancy olive oils. So Lalo, thank you so much. Oh my God. It's like an aged balsamic. It's so thick and syrupy and like, I've never had balsamic like that before. Wow.
Amazing, thank you, Swallow. Like the quality of it is amazing. Like perfect for this meal.
And all those olive oils, wow.
We've been using all of them, they're amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm a little noodle. late night ice cream in bed watching Game of Thrones. Thanks for joining us. Tune in tomorrow. For you guys only.
You don't love me.